How are you doing, guys? My name's Chris, I'm the owner of Flores Fitness. Today we've got Paula here. Paula has been coming with me since February. It is now July if you're watching this in the future sometime. We're going to just find out what Paula's journey is, how Paula's journey has been since she started with me, and what she wanted before, and if she's accomplished it, and how she accomplished it, and the bad bits, and what she would recommend. So, what to do? 6 months ago, Paula, or let's say, because you've been with me for 7 months, let's say 8 months ago, did you have a goal? If yes, what was it? And did you ever do anything before to try and hit your goal?
Right. I didn't have a goal that time. It was just going through Facebook one Sunday evening, nothing else to do, and I saw this advert come up from Chris.
That's me.
And I didn't know what it was going to be about. I thought it was going to be meal replacements, that kind of thing. But I thought, do you know what I'm going to ask? And Chris came back. He answered every single question really promptly. And that's one thing I will say throughout all of this, is that if you have a question, Chris comes back to you every single time, and not 2 days later. It's within the hour quite often. So he came back, told me what it was about, gave me the opportunity to come and see what it was like, which helped me go back into the gym, which I hadn't been in the gym for years, absolute donkey's years. And so I didn't have a goal, but then I booked a holiday, and that became my goal. So I wanted to lose some weight for that then. So that's where I was. I tried all the slimming courses that they do. So I've tried Weight Watchers, I've tried Slimming World, I've tried everything really, and it all works while you're doing it. But then when you stop, you've not actually retrained yourself. So it's never worked for me. But obviously this one has so far.
Brilliant. So you wanted to, your goal became Cuba was the holiday.
Yeah.
Now been on Cuba. Well, Paula's been on Cuba. I've not been there. What did you? Let's put it into sizes. So dress sizes. How many dress sizes did you plan to lose, and how many dress sizes did you lose?
I wanted to drop 1 dress size so that I could easily fit into the clothes that I already had in my wardrobe. But it's become 2 dress sizes. And a tiny bit more, so I'm comfortably 2 sizes down.
I just want to point out, Paula told me a little bit just before we was in doing this interview about a wedding she's going to be joining in, and I'll let you talk about that.
Okay, this weekend I've got a family wedding to go to, and I've tried on all the clothes that I have that don't fit anymore because they're too big, which is a really nice problem. And at the back of the wardrobe was a dress that I really loved, haven't worn for 10 years, and even a couple of months ago I tried it on and it just wouldn't do up at the side. So it's one of those that's got a side zip that everything bulges out of. And I tried it on yesterday and it does up. So I haven't worn a dress, couldn't fit into it for 10 years, and now I'm in it and doing, it looks good.
It's amazing. Paula's been with me for 7 months. Even though you could probably lose weight very quickly, however, if you want to sustain it, you've got to put a plan in place, and it takes time. And if you follow the plan, you'll get to where you want to be, and you'll stay at where you want to be. Just things can't happen overnight as much as you want it. Persistence is the key, and Paula has been absolutely an amazing client because she follows what I say religiously, and the results just show for itself. So next question is, what did you find hard with Flores Fitness, and did you feel like giving up at all?
The first day I left here thinking I've got to get fresh air, and then I sat in the car and thought I need to get to one of the local supermarkets. I got to the local supermarket and thought I can't physically get myself out of the car and stand up. I thought I was going to die. But I came back the second day and it was fine. You do feel like you've worked out, but you're only pushing yourself against yourself. So you don't worry about what anybody else is doing. You're just doing what you do. Feel like there were times when I kept thinking I'm not losing weight, and what I hadn't appreciated was that my shape was changing. So there was those times when you think it's not going quick enough. We just keep at it. And then it goes. And the other time that was difficult was coming back from holiday, because I thought, not done anything for 2 weeks, you know, had a bit of a good time, oh my God, it's going to be a nightmare. But I was pleasantly surprised at how easy it was for me to come back in and work as hard as everybody else in the group. So yeah, that was the hardest times, I think. Yeah.
So quickly, just a little bit, weight loss is something that's abused a bit too much, but I'll go into more details if you did come to me. It's something I try and get you to take your mind off, because it's not the focus you should be focusing on. However, that's something you should talk about when we come to it. Last question, if anyone at home is watching this and they're interested in getting into better shape and having a better life, yet they don't know what to do, is there any advice you could give to them?
I sort of fell into it. It was just a case of an opportunity arose, and so I took that opportunity. And Chris is, you know, I can't praise him enough. He's going to blush on me in a minute. I can't praise him enough for the encouragement he gives. If you've got any issues whatsoever, Chris will help you out. He'll, even if it's a case of it's not something he can necessarily do, he can recommend something else. He helps with the nutrition, sorry, the nutrition as well as the exercising, and the two, you can't do one without the other. Both have to happen for it to really work. So I would just say, just ring Chris.
Well, they hear it. So my name's Chris. Thank you very much, Paula. And we'll be seeing Paula much more sessions with Paula.
Yeah.
Until then, if you have any queries, you know what to do.